Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and today I'll be featuring EVE Online as a live stream. Alright. So I've been back into this game for about a month now, and it's been pretty wild. Between trade and bounty hunting and agents and stuff, it's been quite a financial journey. Yeah. It's been interesting seeing what the market is up to and just generally um, seeing how to make the most of that. So today we're going to go mining over in Caldari territory just because apparently they have the minerals that I'm looking for. Yeah, one of the things that surprised me was the thrashers. Apparently those are like were like big in demand um, in a part of space that I wouldn't really normally go to. There's my ship. So what has been going on lately, other than this game, as fun as it is? Um, so I recently featured a tabletop game called Tomorrow Dies Today, and I have yet to actually play it. I just been going through the rules and all that. I figured out that the gist of the game is um, you have your henchmen, you can squad up with other henchmen and potentially acquire faceless henchmen to join you as well. And you go take on missions for resources, and then you use those resources towards the Doomsday missions, and ultimately you're trying to get enough infamy to win the game. And depending on the mode, enough uh, personal villainy points for yourself to win, or if you're playing cooperative mode, um, just making sure you hit the goal. There's one factor in the, the basic game of betrayal, which is interesting, but the betrayal triggers remain in the cooperative modes as well, which can reduce victory points or prevent victory completely. A lot of interesting concepts. There are some things I wish they had clarified, though. Like it says, the agent moves clockwise. The agent starts at the center of this agency. You mean to say that the agent starts from the top and then works their way clockwise? If there's like multiple active um, missions in progress for them to check. Because the resource missions are centered around Interpol, and the Doomsday missions are centered around the CIA. These little figures can move and potentially disrupt your plans. One of the things you can suffer with their named henchman is damage, and you don't want that happening because then you lose your infamy. And You don't want to be losing that. That's what you need to win. But yeah, it's just between the way the rule book is laid out and everything else, I'm just not sold on it. If I really wanted to do play a super villainy game again, what I would be playing would be more ha ha ha. But I don't have that game anymore for reasons. So, uh, super villainy is kind of a hard subject to find interesting sometimes. Like the New Angeles approach of morally complicated but ultimately seeking profit kind of appeals. Or there's the just straight up chaos in the old world approach of, yeah, we're just evil gods. Or there's this shit happens approach of pandemic contagion. Yeah, we were so taking the safer path back home after this is over. So I'm going out to Caldari space at the end of this path is apparently in the air career program. I need to go mine Peroxides, and according to Eve University, those are only found in Amara and Caldari space. And for playing Minmatar, uh, Amara space is not an option. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking the game back to the game store tomorrow. I'm gonna do the fun week for the board game league, and just give it back and say, okay, here's the gist of the game. I really don't want to try to mess with it from here though, because it's driving me nuts the way it's laid out. But I'm also gonna be running Android Infiltration finally. Um, should be interesting time. Let's see if that becomes a potential let's play this game for the next board game league starting next month. Yeah, I might. It's hard to leave the board game league because it's the only real social group I have, and in the process of trying to look for social groups elsewhere, it's just kind of hard. And I tried hanging out at the Athos a few times, but it's just uh, really. It's kind of hard to go there without money because I want to buy food and drinks and all that. It's a dry bar, so it's nothing to worry about in terms of alcohol or anything. Shampoo. Revet. Okay, it's not a threat to worry about. Let's look at mining options. I may have come out here for nothing. Oops.
Warp drive active.
It's probably because this is higher security space. I mean, yeah, I'm not in my element. Map check. I hope not to get shot in the process of checking. Delivery state. 7. Destination. Okay. I feel like I completed it if I came out here for nothing.
Warp drive active.
Because error. I'm refining. Yeah, peroxaries. Where the hell do I find that?
Warp drive active.
Yeah. I went to they're doing a sport game night and they did not have good gaming tables. I mean, for a number of games, you really need to have the space. I mean, zero.
Warp drive active.
The only real space is for like small card games. It's just there we freaking go. Oh my freaking hell. All the wait, is there a higher downtown? Well, it attributes. It's 5%, so up. So there we go. Ship. Okay. Okay, so let's be absolutely careful. Alright. And we prepare to get the hell out of here. Path. I've been abandoned though. This is the thing. Let's take a look. All right, we have time, so let's chat a little bit more about stuff. So, I've already talked about Tomorrow Never Dies, or Tomorrow Dies Today, about the game store and the league. Worth it. Work is nothing worth talking about right now. And home life is, it could be better. Things are starting to warm up again, and I've been just trying to get out of the house and maybe go for walks more often. Like, I walked down to our local mall, which is always nice to check out. It's a closed kind of mall. I just, it is fun to check out. But then I feel like, okay, from here I should probably buy something. I think one day I went kind of hungry, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat here. But all food gets pricey sometimes. But I feel like I get a decent, pretty good amount of food for my opinion. It's like the China pantry rice and entree of orange chicken. And I usually get like a sweet and sour sauce because I just good stuff. Tell me more. Yeah, and I like our having our orange Julius like in that mall as well. Whenever I go up to the Springs, there are two major malls do not have the orange Julius, and that's frustrating me to no end because I like getting my strawberry banana Julius as big as possible. Uh, like strawberries and bananas, and together they're better. Um, the one dessert I really miss getting. I just kind of already have the time and money for it. Is the banana split. It has all my favorite things together: banana, strawberry, pineapple, chocolate, and ice cream. Just still, you know, my favorite things ever. Yeah, let's try to fill this whole thing. This is going to take a while, so I'm sorry if I struggle to find things to talk about. Yeah, I want to go back up to the Springs at some point. The one game store that I visited has some games that I've been looking for, or that I used to have, and they have them for cheap, for at least one of them. So I sold my previous copy of Age of Conan, and I'm thinking about getting the game one more time. It's an interesting game. It's very flavorful the way it does things. They also had Tammany Hall, a game I've never owned, but I've played once. I'm trying to remember the exact specifics about what that game is about, but if you're familiar with the history of Tammany Hall, um, you can probably guess most of the way. It's incredible how many different unique games people come up with and all that. Just different approaches to mechanics or different themes or different components.
The asteroid is depleted.
Shit. Need to reprocess. Harvesting. 16,000 units. We need to stay on task. Series. It's drilling out there. Shit. Solid. I don't see any more viscous, so I think we're gonna have to go for solid. Yeah, we don't need to be rotating around the entire road. So yeah. You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Try to find a way to shield the sound from outside. So no. It might be unavoidable. Bear with me on this. Seriously. Alright. What else is going on? There's a little convention going on at a local place that's gonna be free, and there's some cosplay and all that. I'm going to be um, working on some stuff to um, improve one of the cosplays that I have to make the skirt longer and wear it to that convention. It's okay. I like the Sailor Moon and all that style. It's just in order for me to wear those out in public, I really need to have the skirt be long enough to cover my butt if I bend over even slightly. Or if I'm coming downstairs and there's somebody coming upstairs, I should probably have a longer skirt for that too. That's one of the big pain in the butt things of just being a guy into cross dressing in general is due to the physical differences. You kind of have to make some changes accordingly. But that's one of the reasons why I took up stitching. The other is the main reason is to create my own stuff. The other reason, okay, the main reason is to work on costume, dresses, and all that, or other things I can create. But my original reason was a creativity I'm not too terribly proud of, so I'm gonna leave it out. Yeah, make the extensions for the skirt, and also need to make a kind of footwear cover because I can't find boots in my size for this character. Um, so I have to kind of make something to go over it, probably with some elastic to stretch over the front and the toe and the heel part of the shoe stay on, and that'll be my character shoe. Uh, what else is going on? Just watching VTubers sometimes. So I have this my new and old computers are set up side by side, and I'm playing Eve on this computer, and then watching VTubers or videos or something on my other computer, and I just have to kind of keep an eye out on this to see if there's anybody attacking me. Depending on the security, I can probably. Um, just say screw it.
Hyperdrive active.
Yeah. Just ignore it. However, stuff like that occasionally happens, so it's like, okay, I need to get out of here. Anybody? Nobody. Is there a secure cargo container with, hey, don't mine in our space, dumbass? Like there's in freaking heck. Um, solid. This gets Peroxeries. Hell yeah. Get the efficient material. Come on, get the lead out. Good. Just stop there and start mining again. Okay. Yeah, I need to keep an eye open for something I'm waiting on later. More costume stuff because apparently I have an idea and I want to see it through. It's another thing I might use the boot covers for, the shoe covers for that costume as well. Okay, let me see. You know, green is a color that could always use more love, I think. But I don't know, maybe there's some costume colors people can think of that um, might also need more appreciation. If anyone has any suggestions, yeah, just costumes and board games, both items of great variety and unique interests depending on people. Does it seem like a person's taste in board games or costumes says a lot about them? Or, my board game collection is all over the freaking place. Although I seem to have a severe lack of worker placement. Lords of Waterdeep and Three Kingdoms, I redo, are the two like sole worker placement games as far as I'm seeing. Yeah. A number of my games seem to have combat in some form or another. It's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a roller coaster of building, reducing, and rebuilding my board game collection over the years. What games I hold on to, what games I let go of, what games I let go of, and then go find another pocket for. Um, like Eve Conquests, I've owned and sold and re and bought again those games. Although the funny thing is, I've never owned the Eve Second Genesis before I bought it recently. I've seen the cards for it, but I never really had my own set, as far as I'm aware of. Yeah, card games, as well as is another buying a ton of those and selling them and finding others. I'm fairly happy with the dead card game sets I have now. Dragonborn is interesting, and I might just have to bring it in on an off day and just say, "Who wants to check out this dead card game with me?" And there's Cyberpunk, where I'm trying to. If you're gonna make a game, define and use consistently the terms. Like, what counts as a gun in that game? Is it anything that has range, or does that also include pistols and rifles that might just be plus SR only? Anything that's not melee and not a flamethrower? Because why would I ever need a laser scope on a flamethrower? You know, there's that. Uh, yeah. Dragonborn, Cyberpunk, Dot Hack Enemy. There's still two base decks for. There's the two distortion starters. No. Invasion, Distortion, Epidemic, Infection, Breakout are the 5 sets. I think I'm missing the 2 Epidemic decks. Um, that might be one to look for. And I'm sorry if phone ringing is coming through. It's See, it would be nice to stream more often. I need part of it is I need to get my shit together.
Warp drive active.
Well, part of it is just this household. You know, they probably were not a threat. It could have just. Probably just could have stuck around. And if the security is high enough, that's a. Not really. Not to worry. If anyone does start trouble, I'm insured anyway. Spam can. Target. Stop, damn you. Oh yeah, L5R. So the little demo decks are nice, but they were lacking in material to really explore. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go look for 2 more advanced decks, and apparently those ones don't really have the rules with them. I did look online for the rules, and Celestials aren't really explained, and include cards that didn't really fit the deck. It's like, okay, how much of these pre-constructed decks are like partly random? Here's the bonus card, because I know the Dragonborn decks had a random bonus card, and they were actually usable in the deck that they were included with, which is interesting. But we look for things earlier in the Celestial Edition block for that one. And those would probably have the rules with them. And again, I kind of need to get done with getting old games. It was, it's fun to feature all these games and stuff, but they cost money, and money is actually something I should be watching. And I say that, and I end up buying things anyway because, like, I really want this though. Yeah, it's hard to get out of that. It is. Only good thing you got going for you is what you spend money on to be happy. I don't know. There's things I have that make me happy, and I don't require haven't required any further investment beyond the initial. So there's that. Yeah. There is one board game expansion I still need to buy. And that'll probably be it. There's the expansion for Hegemony, Crisis and Control. I get that. I do the solo play video for that one. And then I'm set. That will probably be the last major board game feature video. I just need to do the board game short for it, and then I'm out. That's it. Be fully switched over to focusing on playing games, streaming games, streaming. I just have to take care. I have to be able to guarantee the peace here. It's hard. It's like, okay, it's a morning. That's not part of the weekend or Friday. It's everyone's at work or at school. Then I can basically call it good. I can try to stream. If it's a day that I do work, then it comes down to how am I feeling after work? Yeah. Am I feeling up to the task of trying to make an entertaining stream after work? I kind of need to stop talking about work, um, just in case they stumble across this channel and give me hell for anything I might have said. It's weird working with people and having kind of a disagreements on beliefs and politics and shit. So I just try to keep my mouth shut and focus on doing the job I need to do. There. It's mining 16,000. Almost there. Hold the line. Finish mining. And then we get the hell out of there. Yeah, doing little air career stuff and opportunities. It's been very helpful. See, we already got our mining. And of course, there's taxes taken out. Because in game about business. I'm gonna go fight shit today. Get another shitload of money. Yeah, one of the things I learned early on is if you're going to have a vessel dedicated to fighting shit, equip a salvager, because when you salvage things, they can be sold to people who will pay a shitload of money for them. Yeah. That's another reason to take up. Another thing is to take up blueprints and do mining or buy rocks for cheap and make stuff and sell it to people. There's opportunities in finding items that are selling for cheap that people are willing, somewhere else are willing to pay big bucks for, and you load them up on your ship, and you take them there, and you make a profit. But you got to make sure it's the difference between what you're buying them for and what you're selling them for will overcome the sales tax, because that will cut into your profits. It's almost better to try to do the mining to get the resources and make it yourself. If you can get a blueprint for a decent price, than it is to try to buy the resources to make it or to buy someone else's creation. Asteroid belt. Killer.
Warp drive active.
I've had one ship destroyed already. I do not want to deal with losing another ship anytime soon. So, for safety reasons, let's get out of populated asteroid belts. It's another venture. I'm not worried. Let's hear it. We're all here for our own reasons. The least we can do is just not get in each other's way. Right? Yeah, I was just mining out in Montember, and someone just came from out of nowhere and just warp locked my ship and then just proceeded to tear it apart. I'm like, dude, why? Why cause trouble for people? You know, I'm prepared to accept the fact that people are going to try to cause trouble. I'm going to try my best to not let it happen, but still, why? You know, that's why I insure the major ships that I'm using. And if I ever feel like trouble is right around the corner, I have a plan. To not get completely screwed over. Because after having that happen, I don't want to have it happen. Something I might have to look into later on down the line is joining a corporation or starting one. Starting one requires getting into the Omega phone status, which costs money, and I'm not fully committed to spending money on this game just yet. I'm glad I can do as much as I can for free, but I really want to think very carefully before I put money into this game. The last game I put any kind of money into at all was Shadowverse, where I bought the battle pass of, you know, reach 100 levels and get rewards for all 100. The normal battle mode is, ooh, there we go. You know, up to level 80, and then you get stuff only for the 80 for that line. Alright. But I waited until after after I'd maxed out the battle pass to actually pay the money for the premium and get all the stuff out of that. But I only ever did it once. 2, 3, 4. Alright, it's maxed out.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
We've mastered resource harvesting. We need to be docked at a station. That's fine.
Autopilot.
So we're going to drop out of autopilot for a sec. Let's do the we pay the hell attention approach. Let's let out. Freaking phone calls, man. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Let's do the reprocessing and then it can look good for today. That's been nice coming back to this game and just enjoying outer space. It's when you're not risking your butt over in lower security areas, it can be kind of chill. And sometimes that's what you need.
Warp drive active.
Like, I slightly miss World of Warcraft, but I like the way things are going here. A little bit better. And again, it helps as free for the time being. It's real slow going. I'm still wondering what the hell happened with Anarchy Online. Like, the game crashed on me last time. I have to wonder if things are going on with the game. They still haven't fixed the freebie account. Legit, whatever is going on with that. You have to jump through these hoops to get things. Going again. Weird.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Just speaking of jumping through hoops, so I have the new camera and the new microphone, but I'm not using them right now. The microphone is it just sits way low in terms of recording. I don't know what it is. I'll change one setting. I might take off the little foam bit. So I'm still using my Heyday microphone right now. And then the camera is just like permanent fisheye view of, like, what the hell?
Warp drive active.
It doesn't do well with when I do my board game videos. It just looks weird as fuck. I have no clue what to do to make it work. To make the image be flatter. Yes. Because I don't want that fisheye effect. at all. I am not making a 90s music video. I have no plans to make a 90s music video, so please, no fisheye. No, I'm willing to hold on to them because I don't want to go through the trouble trying to send it back. I've already had to send one thing back before and it was a pain. And I just don't like the feeling of sending things back. Unless it's absolutely necessary, like the To Heart anime collection. It's like, I ordered the anime collection, they inadvertently sent me Volume 4. And we got in touch with them that moment. It's like, oh shit, this was by accident. Here's the address to send this back. We'll send you the right thing right away, and we'll just include the tracking information and the receipt, and we'll reimburse the shipping costs. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I watched through To Heart again, and it's just a nice anime. So,
Warp drive active.
together. About just needing nice, chill things. Definitely applies with anime sometimes. I'm trying to remember when I watched To Heart the first time. I want to say I just finished watching Serial Experiments Lane for the first time. It was like, it was either that or Code Geass. But watching To Heart, To Heart was a pleasant time. A mental palate cleanser. Sorts. Let's think of it like that way. Yeah. Hey, I do believe we can autopilot the rest of the way, but doing it manually like this, it works better. Autopilot only gets to like 10 kilometers, and I want to be able to jump as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to get more anime anytime soon. Suzume is supposed to come out on Blu-ray. I think it already is. I might. It was okay. I'm curious to watch the dubbed version, though. I watched subtitles, and subtitles. Uh, there are people who swear by the subtitle experience, and that more power to them. But I just can't. I just can't deal with it. It just doesn't work with the way I need to hear and understand things in my own damn language to understand it better. It might be something, might be a learning thing that I have going for me as well. Like, I did, seeing things, hearing things versus reading things. That's the good hang of stuff. The just different approaches. I'm just, I don't know why some things work better for me than others. It's just Seems to be the way I've been for a long time now. Which brings me back to the board game. I think if we get the opportunity to talk to the board game store owner guy about this one and say, hey, invite this person to demonstrate their game themselves, because trying to read through this rule book has caused me nothing but a headache. So I'd like to see the person responsible for it demonstrate it and say it, show it. Okay. Yeah. I named my rupture Wedge and my rifter Troublemaker. I should name my wreath though. It's got a stupid amount of. Well, you need to see this. Okay. More than 10,000 cubic meters of space. You know why? Very fitting. Banded cargo hold 2. That's how you carry a rupture or 2 thrashers or 4 ventures to where you need to take them. Banger. Processing plant. Solid. Discus. Okay. Reprocess. And we hit another goal. It's a ferret and excellent. Reprocess 16,000 units of processors. Alright. Now, get our rewards. Industrial Destroyer blueprint. Yeah. Good. Oh, it's a Thrasher blueprint. The thing I went out of my way to buy. Well, now I have something I can sell. So let's have another Thrasher blueprint. This one has 2 runs remaining. Blueprint. Okay. Run it 2 more times. Almost have enough titanium to make the 1 run. I have to go get Isogen. Isogen requires low sec madness. We'll see. Oh, that's the other one. Show info. Zidrin. Mass. fit on frigates and destroyers. This edition. The compact afterburner. Let's see what it's selling. It's selling for. Boundless Creation. They buy just about anything. I think I found one item that would not sell at all. At least one. Just Turner, where I delivered my thrashers. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just hold on to it for now. See what other orders are doing. Yeah, I'm about to get my Shade Compact ECM back. Did not sell. Direct target acquisition. It's the last time, but it's selling. So I took up a medium shield extender blueprint. It's like, okay, there's a place that will buy a ton of these, and I managed to sell a ton of them. I also kept like about half of what I made, between half and a third, just to sell on my own just to see who would buy them. I managed to sell more than half, so here's hoping sell the rest. Anything else I can? Button. That's fitting. Is there anything else I can go industry? There's one run remaining. That I don't need to make it. Working details for selling afterburners. The tech school will buy them. People are selling them for stupid expensive though. But who's actually going to buy them though? Medium shield extenders. Look at details. Here's the ones I have left. Oh shit. Okay. So 8% of 27,000 is 70. Yeah, it would not be worth it for you to buy my medium shield extender just to sell it to Boundless Creation because of the taxes. But I'm gonna make some more on my own time. See how many runs I can do. Path of biggest resistance is isogen. Can make 7. 7. Yeah, let's make 7 and then take him to Balance Creation and get some money out of it later. Yeah. I see. The temporary blueprint for the Thrasher requires less resources and less time. but the job cost is still the same. Okay. I've got an hour and a half to kill before the job's done. And also my one market item is done for as well. Or 2 hours. But I do need to get outside and go take care of business outside of the house. So I think we're gonna call it good from here. We are safely docked. Let's head up. All right. Yeah, I thought I was gonna need to take a break. So I have this prepared just in case. But it turns out I didn't even need it. It's there for next time. Oy. Well, it was nice to go into Caldari space um, through the craziness of lower security space and that little threat hanging over my head with the enemy ships there. It was it was worth the journey. Get the career stuff. But yeah, I'll probably come back later and do some fighting. So I'm hoping things were entertaining enough to to be fun. That's really all I can attempt with this is try my best, try to be fun stuff, things to talk about and everything else. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for even giving a moment of your time. I can finally see the little technical stuff because the game was covering up the window because I'm doing this on a single screen. Only 14 dropped frames, even though the FPS dropped a little bit. Um, only 14 dropped frames in nearly 75 minutes on my end. So, this is definitely a game to return to for live streaming, and I will have to bring back some more things to talk about, like the new library, the renovated library. Checking that out when that's done. Um, Upcoming content, board game short for Gemini, and Pillar Plays PC games, Doom 64 and MechWarrior 5. Also live streams for other games as well. I already did SimCity, I already did the Watch Me Play It solo for Terraforming. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, try to have fun, try to be entertaining. So thank you for being here with me. This has been Pillar Nexus, and I'll see you next time.